Hey guys, Dylan with Fish for You here, coming back again with another video. This time, just a video with us showing you exactly how we ship fish. There are many ways to do it, but this is going to show you how we ship fish. So if you want to do it, you can go ahead and copy what we're doing, or maybe just implement what we're doing into what you already have existing. Or if you're just curious about, how we do it, so you know what to expect if you order from us, this is the video for you. So you know what, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Alright, so everything you see here are going to be the supplies. We need some foam insulation board, we need the boxes, the labels, live fish stickers, fish bags, heat packs. We're going to need some, I use newspaper, some sort of paper to soak up any water that spills. But yeah, if you really want to look at it, just go ahead, pause it, and we'll get more into depth with those materials later. But first thing, we just need to get our box put together. So I just go to USPS, and just pick up boxes for free. Now we use the Priority Mail or Priority Express Mail box. They're two-sided, so don't have to buy two different boxes. But those are flat rate shipping, which is great for shipping fish because you don't have to worry about the weight of the water. That's really important. When you're doing like next day, you might have to pay a little bit extra if you have a pound more in there. So the water weight difference really does matter. Anyway, we're going to get that box put together and just tape the bottom of the box, okay? When we tape the bottom of the box, you're going to see I always tape the flap twice, but then I'm also going to tape the bottom sides of the box. Now the reason for this is if a bag gets punctured during shipping, all of the water is going to leak out the bottom if I do not tape the bottom sides of the bag. So we tape the bottom sides of the bag. If the water leaks out of the bag, it should stay in the box still, which isn't going to cause a fiasco. And USPS does require that if you're shipping stuff through them, it needs to not leak out of the box, okay? So yep, just going to finish up the bottom of the box, and then you can see we do have the box done. All right, next thing I do just before anything is put the live fish decide up stickers. Now it does help a lot. People, even at the post office when we take it to drop it off, they treat it a lot better. But it does say in USPS's I guess terms and conditions that if you're shipping live animals, you do have to mark the box. So we always go ahead and mark the box just so we don't get in any trouble with USPS. Also, the mail carriers are going to treat them better and hopefully not flip the boxes upside down and disturb the fish as much. I always make sure to tape it twice just so the live fish sticker is completely covered. In case it's sitting outside and it rains, you don't want it to get soaked and then start falling off. Just make sure it's fully covered. Alrighty, and now that that is done, you can see we have the live fish stickers on all sides of the box. We're going to go ahead and work with our insulation. Now, I get this at the dollar store for $1.25 a board, and one board can do just a little more than one box if you do it properly. And then I go ahead and just take my knife, make sure it's sharp so that it doesn't give you any jagged edges. It's just really much easier to cut through with a razor blade. But what we're going to do here is we're going to align the box to the insulation board. Okay, keeping in mind that the outside of the box is a little bit bigger than the inside, so we're just going to slightly make the box hanging over the edge. That way I can measure it out for the inside and go ahead and cut that. Now, if you do cut the box a little bit, don't worry. I think I did cut it at one of these points, but you just go ahead and tape that again. And then you don't have to use the box. You can use the one that you just previously cut as a stencil. So we're going to go ahead and do this for all of the sides. Now there's three different sizes that we're going to need to cut. Two for the top and bottom. We need to cut two for the left and right, and then two for the front and back. They are all different sizes, so just going to skip through this, and I will see you guys back here when I'm done. Got all 6 sides for the box. that are taken care of. So you could buy them pre-cut. It's going to cost you a little bit more, so I just cut them myself, so it's really not that hard. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure that they do fit in the box. Just go ahead and put the bottom piece in and then the side pieces. Now the sides might not hold up by themselves, but once you get all 4 of them in, I promise you they will. You do need to keep in mind to leave a little bit of extra space on the top for the top piece. That way the box can fold down properly. So that's why you just see me readjusting, cutting a little bit more off. And then putting the other side in. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the last 2. Now, at this point, the box is pretty much taken care of. We're just going to need to get the heat pack ready and then bag the stuff up, put the extra insulation in there just to soak up any water that might spill in the box during shipping. But for the most part, that shouldn't happen. We always double bag everything, and I'll get to that. But you can see right here, all the insulation's put in. It's perfect. There's no gaps, no holes for anything. And then this one is going to be the top for us. So what we're going to do is poke a hole in it. I just take my scissors, shove it through, and then rotate it. That is to get the air in there for the heat pack. People might think, well, you're going to let cold air in. Yes, but the heat pack needs oxygen in order to let off heat. And there's so many people that have done testing. We did testing. Dan's Fish has done this. But if you do have a hole in there for the oxygen to get in, the box is actually going to be warmer for you. And the heat pack is not going to just be cold upon arrival. But anyway, that little tab I did there, that's just so that the customer can open it easier. And now we're going to open our heat pack before we get our fish bagged up and everything, just because the heat pack takes a little while, and we're going to set that on top of our insulation just so it can start to warm up. Now I use newspaper for this. You can use whatever. Newspaper is probably just the easiest. I get it in the mail sometimes. I never use it, so take it and use it. What this is for is just extra insulation. Keep the package a little bit warmer, as well as if any water does spill out of the box, the newspaper should soak a little bit of it up. We don't use that much water in each bag, so assuming one of the bags leaks, the newspaper is going to soak it up before it can actually start leaking out of the box. All right, now what we do here is take all of our fish. We either bag them individually, or if they're nano fish, celestial pearl danios, things like that, we might put 2 in a bag. But I've already measured these out and double bagged them, making sure that they are no taller than 5 inches so that they can fit in this box properly. Okay? So I take a tape measure, which you can see next to me, and I make sure that they're not more than 5 inches, and then I will double bag all of the bags just in case they leak. All right, we do have methylene blue in there. That's why the water is blue. That's just medication to help keep the fish calm and keep him from getting any ammonia burns during shipping, okay? Then we can fit 6 bags in this size box. However, this customer only ordered 4. So we're just going to take the newspaper, add in extra insulation, soak up any extra water, as well as use that to hold the bags in place so that they don't shift around. Now you can see they're nice, they're in place, and then there is a center little opening spot where we can kind of get a little bit of airflow in there for the heat pack, which we're going to put in. And you'll see we are going to put that heat pack centered, that way it's not making contact with any of the fish bags and can have water going all the way around it, or air going all the way around it. But the next thing is to actually get the heat pack taken care of. So I can feel it, it's nice and warm now. There is a little plastic piece on the back that if we can pull it off, it's gonna reveal an adhesive sticky side. All right, so I always go ahead and do that and then place it on. Problem is, I've had these fall off in shipping by just using the adhesive pack. So we're gonna go ahead and tape down the sides additional. That way it doesn't fall down and stop heating your package properly. We always tape it to the side. That way, since the heat rises, you don't want to heat the bottom of your fish and have it rise all the way up through the fish bag, cooking your fish. You just want to have it right in the top of the package. That way it can warm the air and the air can circulate around warming the fish bags. But yep, just tape it all up. Make sure not to cover that hole that we created for the airflow while we're taping it. And I always place this as center as I can. That way it can heat everything. Now that that's taken care of, last thing to do is pretty much just going to flip this on top. We have pretty much everything done. You can see that little piece for the customer to go ahead and pull up the tab so that they can open the package when they get it. And and then just make sure that that all is down. Flip the sides up, place our business card inside it, and then continue to flip it, and all we're gonna do from here is tape it. Now when we are taping the top, again, I'm gonna do 2 pieces of tape over this, but for the top, I am not going to tape the sides. And the reason for this is that way the hole that we created for the heat pack can get oxygen flowing through it and actually keep the package warm. Last thing we would do here would be to just add a label to it, but I'm not going to show the customer's address on camera, so I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button, and drop us with a comment with if you had any experiences shipping fish before or ordering fish online. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you back here next week. Flop like a fish.
I'm a flop like a fish. I'm a flop like a fish.